Just tell me when you're ready.
We're ready now.
So my name is Hylland Eriksen. I'm a professor of social anthropology at the University of Oslo. Now, social anthropology in many ways is the study of diversity, and it's always been the study of human diversity, cultural diversity, but increasingly during the present century we've been forced to and have been encouraged to and have begun to look at other forms of diversity as well, namely those to do with the non-human world, nature, ecology, and so on. And in my own work, which has been about various aspects of globalization for 40 years, as an anthropologist, I am now looking at the way in which economic globalization is reducing in dramatic ways both biological and cultural diversity worldwide. Economic globalization is a bulldozer. It turns us all into McDonald's customers or trees on a plantation, and it creates monocultures where there used to be a great range of edible plants, for example, and it reduces the number of languages spoken in the world. And it creates a world where everybody dreams of an iPhone, a nice holiday, and a good TV. So, in other words, there is a real issue here, which is to do with the loss of diversity. Now, one may well ask, why is this a problem? And I will mention two reasons why there is a problem. One is to do with the environment and climate. That we are destroying nature, we're eradicating species. We're getting rid of so much life. I mean, we're probably exterminating species that haven't even been described by science. And the same goes with culture, I'm afraid. So that's one big reason. Another reason, which perhaps is even more fundamental, is that by reducing diversity, you also reduce your options. You reduce what I call in my academic work semiotic freedom, which is the options you have, the possibilities you have to do things differently. Suddenly we all become, as I said, like trees on a plantation. Yes, I mean, there's lots of us, but we're all standing in line and we all look the same. And we do communicate with each other, but we're all saying the same thing. Whereas in the past, we had a world of many small differences which stood in a dynamic relationship to each other. Now, increasingly, we are getting a world of just a few very large differences. And this is dangerous because it takes away our options, and not least in the era of the Anthropocene, where there is a real need for intellectual, academic, and not least political imagination to look for solutions, because nobody really has a solution to the Anthropocene dilemmas. We painted ourselves into a corner in contemporary civilization. Now we've no idea how to get out. There is a real need for alternatives. And if these alternatives are going away, we will all be poorer, and it will even be not just a more boring, flatter world, but it will also be a more dangerous world, because it will be a world with fewer alternatives and fewer ways out. So this is the kind of work that I'm looking at. But I'm also looking at the positive tendencies, the glimmers of hope, the attempts to recover and to rekindle and even to recreate lost diversity and lost autonomy and specificity, both in the realm of nature and in the realm of culture.
Thank you. Thanks, Thomas.
Is that okay?